10 laws of the 48 he mastered. Today, we will break down in detail the 10 laws of the 48 laws of power Chalky White has mastered. And if you want to be as powerful as he is, then you should pay close attention. Let's dive in. 10 laws of power Chalky White mastered. Never outshine the master. Law 1. How he used it. Chalky understood the racial and class hierarchies of Atlantic City. He never tried to outshine Nucky Thompson publicly, instead presenting himself as loyal muscle and an enforcer. Example, in early seasons, when Nucky gives him orders, Chalky follows them strategically, never challenging Nucky in front of others, which preserved his long-term position. Never put too much trust in friends, Law 2. How he used it. Chalky knew alliances in the criminal world were fragile. He relied on deals and leverage rather than sentiment. Example, when his own community questioned his authority, he made moves to show he could not simply be manipulated by friends in the black community or political allies. Conceal your intentions, Law 3. How he used it. Chalky rarely revealed his true endgame until the last moment. He understood the power of misdirection. Example, when negotiating with Harlem figures and other mobsters, Chalky would hide his long-term plans, letting opponents underestimate him. Court attention at all costs. Law 6. How he used it. Chalky cultivated a reputation as the man to deal with in Atlantic City's black community. His flamboyant dress, sharp wit, and ability to speak powerfully drew respect and fear. Example, his speeches to his people and his commanding presence at rallies or gatherings kept him in the spotlight, solidifying his power base. Win through actions, never through argument. Law 9. How he used it. Chalky preferred to demonstrate his authority through decisive actions, not endless talk. Example, when his authority was challenged by union workers, he didn't waste time arguing. He made violent examples of dissenters, which silenced opposition far more effectively than words. Infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Law 10. How he used it. Chalky distanced himself from those who brought weakness, incompetence, or misfortune. Example, he cut off associates whose recklessness endangered his crew, or who brought too much heat from law enforcement. Appealed to people's self-interest in Law 13. How he used it. Chalky leveraged deals by appealing to what others stood to gain. Example, in working with Nucky and other gangsters, Chalky always positioned himself as the indispensable connection to the black vote, labor, and local muscle, making himself useful to their interests. Rest your enemy. Totally. Law 15. How he used it. Chalky knew leaving enemies alive meant future problems. Example, when rivals in his own community plotted against him, Chalky responded with brutal, decisive violence, ensuring no one could come back later to challenge him. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Law 5. How he used it. Chalky's reputation as a leader in his community was his greatest weapon. Example, when his men or community questioned him, Chalky quickly acted to restore his authority, often through intimidation or making examples of challengers, ensuring his name carried weight. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. Law 31. How he used it. Chalky forced allies and rivals alike into situations where they only had choices that benefited him. Example, when negotiating between Nucky and rival groups, Chalky ensured he was the gatekeeper. Neither side could move forward without going through him. Chalky White mastered the art of survival in a hostile system by protecting his reputation, keeping his intentions hidden, striking decisively instead of arguing, using loyalty and betrayal wisely, and making himself indispensable to both his community and powerful figures like Nucky Thompson.